Hey everyone! So Corey and I and John today went out on a graffiti tour. So one of the things that you'll notice pretty much right when you get to Buenos Aires is there's graffiti everywhere, all over the buildings, all over, just everywhere. And some of it's really good and some of it's really bad. And the graffiti tour actually, in the end, was pretty awesome because it opened my eyes to all the meanings behind the graffiti, and that actually the graffiti that we're seeing is more street art in Argentina and means something a lot different than what you see back in the US. So Corey, tell us a little bit about what we learned about when people sign their name and then from there up.
Someone just goes and they sign their name on the wall. It's got to be in one fluid motion, first of all, but that's just tagging.
Mm-hmm.
You just write your name.
Mm-hmm.
If you use two colors and you make it bigger, it's bombing.
Mm-hmm.
And you could bomb a tag. You can write over a tag if you're bombing.
Yep.
And then if you do like this big extravagant, it's called a piece.
Mm-hmm. Like a mural.
Pieces can go over bombs, and bombs can go over tags.
Yep. And there's
That's what I learned. So I got to start out tagging.
right
Then I
first.
can bomb. Then I can piece.
Right, and you have to, like, the street rules are that only a more talented artist can paint over another artist. And one of the things that we learned through this the program here is called Graffiti Mundo, is that a lot of Argentine artists sign their pieces, where in other parts of the world this would not be the normal because it would be seen as vandalism, and if they could match your signature back to other pieces, then if you got in trouble, you could be fined or penalized for all of the vandalism that you've done. Where in Argentina, after they went through a period of dictatorship, street art came as a way of showing democracy. So I was really curious in the beginning, like, why people weren't painting over the street art. Like, there's graffiti all over your building. Why don't you just go out in the morning and whitewash it and paint it back to what it was? And what I learned today was it's because everyone enjoys it as a freedom of expression. And so it's not seen as gang signs or defacing something. Sometimes it is seen as vandalism, but most of the time it's seen as creative expression and expression of a new democracy and a new kind of form of Argentina, which totally changed my mind to everything I've seen in the street. So what was your favorite part of the tour? Or what did you find most interesting?
Like what you just said. I mean, it's more of like a movement piece. So people actually commission their houses to be painted as like an expression of, whatever it is, whether it's political or social, which is really cool.
Awesome.
So yeah, it makes a lot more sense because every place has graffiti on it of some sort. So, but some of it's really bad, and then some of it is really, really cool. So, what would your graffiti artist name be if you had to choose?
Oh yeah, they all have great names, like street cred names. They say a lot of the movement happened when in the middle class, when back in Argentine history, when they pegged the peso to the dollar, it allowed a lot of the middle class of Argentina to be able to travel for the first time. So what you had were young kids being exposed to locations like New York and Barcelona and other locations in the 90s where there was tons of graffiti happening, lots of street art happening, and so they brought that back to Buenos Aires. So they would say that their original street name would be something that, like, for example, my original AIM name, America Online, was Lindsay 54, because 54 is still my lucky number, and my mom's birth year. Oh, maybe I shouldn't say that.
Happy birthday, Mom, by the way.
Happy birthday, Mom.
62.
So as people matured and got older, their tag would change to their new name. I like some of the names today. Pom Pom.
Yeah, Pom Pom. But
Walk
some of
Till
them are
John.
just Tech. Josh.
Tech. Yeah, Josh.
Josh.
What would yours be?
Cockster.
No, Mestizos.
No.
Sorry.
No, my nickname growing up was Hawkster, so my first name starts with a K. So I put a K on there and throw
Cockster. That's cool. That would be hard to tag though. Really long.
I could do it.
One of the best.
And then I would bomb.
Then you would bomb after you tagged.
Yeah.
You had to get really good at tagging. And we looked at some really good tags and also some really horrible tags. And the idea is that you have to get really good at your signature at your tag before you're allowed to go to a bomb, which is, starting to mess with other colors and stuff. So you see some really amazing pieces, which you should follow on my Instagram, and then you see people who are just starting out who just really aren't that great. So maybe we'll leave some graffiti somewhere in Buenos Aires before we leave.
Maybe.
Yeah.
One more quick
and
question.
sign Cockster.
One more quick question. Do you ever think that these people that are watching this blog nation out there,
Yes.
it's like, man, these two are rambling on now?
Well, we just hit 5 minutes, so now we have to go. No, they don't think that ever. They're very interested in what we have to say.
Adios.
Ciao.